Hello everyone, Joseph Richardson here on YouTube at Joseph Richardson Loves Sports, and I am Go Dolls on Twitch if you're ever interested on not waiting for YouTube and just wanting to go to Twitch perhaps to see when I'm actually playing the game that's being recorded for YouTube. And I've I looked at one of the videos from maybe a couple days back of Bordeaux. Uh, he's he he's gonna more so talk about Dynasty, but he also covered that Road to Glory would have improvements as well. He said definitely Dynasty was gonna be better. So yeah, if Bess or whoever, she saw my IG story, so she's pretty consistent at checking when she's on social media. But yeah, I ain't worried about what she's getting or not getting. I mean, that's no one's business anyway. But yeah. Wow, nice open field tackle. Yeah. Well, like the architect of Ray Lewis, he was, there was only 3 architects on this version, but I definitely do see him more so a heavy hitter if that's is what his main thing was in college. Yeah, it was picked off. I kind of helped, but I don't think it was my player that picked it off actually. Yeah. Wow, we did have a picking end zone. Or, and me, I don't. Yeah. It is hard to stay on a guy when he does a fake. But if that was the way we had to get back, well, with 15 seconds off, who knows, right? Yeah. Just pressing the tackle button for the heck of it. Maybe, I heard the controls might not be so complicated in the new one. Even if we just finish with a bronze, I ain't gonna complain. Yeah, I didn't have much of a chance. Now, swatting the ball should definitely be easier with linebackers and the new one, and maybe with defense in general. Bordeaux, actually, he says what he can, and he, and even if he gets news about, even if he shares what he's found out, he for sure doesn't chance, you know. I think upgrading leadership. You don't have any studying to do. You do have an NIL while you do. What with okay. And what's this, a 5-week contract? Yeah. So, clear-headed activated. Yeah, your leadership, they get boosted a little more. Now, you only have 4, which with no studying or nothing, he actually did not graduate early like I've done with him. At some point, you wonder if there was a change in major, or if he just, had to drop classes along the way, just so he would stay eligible, or if he probably still had to take a full-time schedule of classes. So, whether it was he changed his major, or he just didn't have the GPA necessarily, it's still crazy to think that he got the charges dropped for a Super Bowl party shooting that occurred. Yeah, that hopefully it'll be easier to move with him, cause I was way out of line. But I do believe that this game's gonna be much improved. Yeah, that was pit off. We have a whole field. The thing is, it should be easier to control. Another catch prevention. You're a man, though. You're a man. Okay, you got him, though. You did try to go for the pit, but as long as the pit button, interception button works, yeah. Instead of cover sack, they just threw it away. But Judd, I'm high on Judd. Even if his overall didn't go up a ton, I think he has room to work. Okay, he barely got in on that play. I'd be curious on what type of running back Felix was. Because the architects, maybe we can figure out what architect Felix really was. Yeah, I didn't pick it off, but I was on the offensive player. Yeah. Even though it was a high bronze, I'll take that. I'm accepting that we were getting better as practice went on. And that's all that really matters. Look at how high the leadership is. I mean, I'm a graduate. Look at that leadership. You don't really need to worry too much about the leadership. Just focus on that. And would I? Now, if I were my mother and there was a son or daughter who said Felix because of Felix Jones, yeah, if I didn't know the person, maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. But that's because I'm not a mother who doesn't care for sports. Yeah, UL Monroe. Just bring out the basic home jerseys. No need to go all green or all orange.
Welcome to Miami Gardens, Florida. A gorgeous day for college football, and we are fired up to see the Miami Hurricanes open another season at Hard Rock Stadium. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.
Yes, Jesse, yes. No. Really? No. If he was a hard-hitting linebacker, did I give him the right architect?
Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple.
Assisted tackle. Way to go. Way to go.
Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Oh. Assisted tackle again. I'm hungry.
They'll
That's
need
why I
3
stayed a
yards here on
Hurricane.
3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set
You
the
are
tone
Monroe.
defensively, and they
Wasn't
do
that the
that
school
getting
Billy
the sack.
Napier
They
was
feel
at
good
before he
about
took
their
the
front
Florida
seven and all
job?
the athletes they
Yeah,
have.
I figured
Fun to
he'd be
watch the
back.
center for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
But it's you on Morrow.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Boy,
Are they
3
gonna
and
be
out
run?
last time, David, they'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Okay.
Yeah, great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Lightfoot, he's now a junior. Okay.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play
Okay.
after the defense comes
You're
up with a
keying
sack.
in on the bat, whether he takes it or
Looking to
not.
throw on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I thought I had a
Now,
tackle
offense, you're
there,
trying to get your running back involved.
unless he was breaking my tackle on the defender. I gave the defender time to help me though.
The offense lining up for a 1st down.
So whether
play.
I actually had him or not, I'm not too certain. Now I'm just in
From the
zone.
gun, running back on the
And
move.
now,
Works
in
ahead for a
case.
couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They
Think
need
him-
8 on 2nd down.
yeah.
He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a
No.
soft spot. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Okay. I'm out for that play. They do get a touchdown, but we're still up 10 points.
1st down here for the offense.
Yeah, I'm shooting in, I think. Yeah.
They're trying to slow that rush down.
Oh.
with the draw.
Tackle for loss. That was a solo tackle for loss. 3-yard loss. Dang, if I just didn't shoot the hole and hit him.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
The fat.
He leaves it with his back. Barrels all the way
Is this
to
a
the
tackle?
39, a gain of
Dang.
6. And the
Let's.
Warhawks racing to the line in the hurry up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting.
Yeah, solo tackle and 3 assisted. Wow, I'm
Bunch
beasting
formation
it.
trying to confuse
But
the
I don't.
secondary. Going up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's knocked down
Yeah.
immediately, but not before
Let's.
he moves the chains. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10.
I count for the bat.
He wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size.
Maybe I am out of the game. I have done a pretty good job though. And we're.
1st down for this offense.
We probably. Yeah.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit
Yeah.
hard as he released the ball on that first
I
down pass, and
I
he
forced them to get rid of that ball.
Last
And-
incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. They
Yeah.
make the stop, but this passing game does
Had a
some
great
damage.
man
They move the
coverage,
sticks with the
which
1st
I
down.
improved upon.
Here's this offense with the
Probably
first
why I
set of
stayed at
downs.
Miami, because I improved my player
In the
enough.
air on 1st down. He finds his man.
And quarterback
Yeah.
dropping back, understanding. I'm getting
I
so
mean, it's
tough.
31-7.
A little bit patient, manipulate
Yeah,
that
Lofton.
defense a little.
I mean, you almost got a sack.
The Warhawks look to keep
But
this
hey,
drive humming.
that's the closest I've gotten to a sack, I think, all game. I actually did put a hit on him, though.
They'll run it from the gun. What a
Yeah.
nifty run there to pick up the 1st first down.
Whether we
And the
force a
Warhawks
turnover or
come to the
just let
line
them
with a new
score,
set of downs.
at this point, I ain't worried.
Wide out in motion. He's looking to throw it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I just figured, why not go into the coverage since I had no real reason to force the issue. They did get a field goal out of it, and we got another TD.
Looking for a
Yeah,
productive play
they
on first down.
probably, there could have been a safety somewhere, I don't know. It's alright.
Touch pass on the run. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down. Line getting set on
Wonder
second
if
down.
Miami had a punt block at some point while I was at the game.
The inside handoff. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the...
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. You know this sophomore has
I actually had pretty good coverage.
on that one.
I
Down
had
to the
pretty good
16-yard
coverage.
line, it's first
And
and
I
10.
was trying to get back on my man, but
It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
yeah.
Second down coming up.
Now you do account for the bat, whether he gets the ball or he's,
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And the ball
yeah.
slipped out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's
Fumble
brought down as the
recovery?
defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits.
That was a defensive goal.
Practice closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Blunt obviously got to the guy. No. I don't think I was I? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, defense, wow, we're up pretty big.
Will Monroe has
And I'm
it back
still
on the
seeing
offense, ready to
snaps
go
on
to work.
defense.
Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this.
Go ahead and run.
Positive together, be aggressive.
Go ahead and run, you Morrow QB. Yeah. If that means I sit the rest of the game, I was fine with
We
it.
waited so long to start the season, and just
But a
the
good
way you want to
start.
getting that
It's
first
only
down.
UL Morrow.
Games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out.
Yeah,
start
the
season
wide
off
receiver,
with Jesse.
what was
Great
that?
start.
Tyler
It was a
Williams?
great start
Okay.
for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously, not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us.
Yeah.
Here for Jesse Palmer. David
Hopefully
Buckeye,
they do a
Reese
better
Davis,
job
and
of
this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Judd Anderson. I am glad to see he didn't transfer. While the only 52% completion percentage, but 3 TDs, no INT. Not bad, but what I'm really curious about was, while I am all the way down here, 1 solo tackle, 3 assisted, 4 total, a tackle for loss, nearly got a sack actually. Wow, I didn't, wait, I got a fumble recovery? Dang, I thought I was credited for it and it just didn't show that me celebrating or nothing. Yeah, I got a fumble recovery. That's Ray freaking Lewis. That's the type of linebacker he really was. He was a hard hitter. Good thing they changed the archetypes up for the new one, which I don't have yet, and it is pre-ordered, and yeah, I'm expected to get it at some point. Miraculously got a fumble recovery. I don't know if Bess saw that or not, but if she watches on YouTube, And that's probably what's gonna happen. Maybe she'll see it on YouTube and be like, wow. Well, she might be watching now. Shoot. That was a doggone good game, I'm just gonna say. Heck, but she on my row. I shouldn't get too happy because I had a solo tackle and 3 assisted. Man, I had 2 early assisted tackles, and then the third one and third assisted came later on, but still. Let's bit over swing. Set quarterback twice. Yeah. Yeah, that's a game day challenge. That's what happens when you're a transfer as a fourth year graduate, not a transfer. But I'm pretty much gonna say the foul because the fumble recovery, that was, I thought when it said it was one of my goals I completed, I definitely did. And where are we at? 20 minutes, almost 21. Why could you chase and tackle? I always like to test the coverage, even though I've barely worked on coverage skills with Ray Lewis. I actually do it in practice. That's why I'm like, yeah, his coverage actually does make a difference here, I feel. But yeah, I was yeah, I do apologize if anybody sees any of the videos from yesterday and I talk about a young class of 2023 woman. Fact is, she messaged me back this morning after I sent her a private message on Instagram, and she knows I didn't mean anything when I hugged her. She knew it was just me being friendly to her, that's all. Yep, assisted tackle there. Haha, now I'm in man. How do I really... Okay. Do I even need to talk about my dad's niece, my first cousin? It's, I mean, the fact is she had a boyfriend, and no, it ain't my place to say what I heard about him. Yeah, I clearly I don't have. Hopefully they'll improve on the new. I'm already hearing good news from Bordeaux about the new game of college football. I've heard they've improved Madden quite a bit too, but I think the guy talking about Madden, yeah, you would think you would want to know if. I mean, he says even when they make fixes, there's still always going to be something that needs work. I guess we can. While I do believe they'll be invested in the college football series, I I do feel like we might see some similar stuff to Madden, but hopefully it's better than Madden. I feel like they will be more invested in the college football series moving forward, but those big time gamers I follow, they want Madden to be pretty good too. Cause, cause let me be honest, I did graduate with a 3.8. That's why I graduated early, because it's a high GPA. I'm not too certain why I only ended up with 3.8. Yeah. But wow, all the architects of a player will be pretty interesting. I'm gonna have to figure that one out when I start a Road to Glory. I always, I always make sure I have the time and everything on the settings I want to be at before I start. This, no, it's Virginia. You know, that's the thing. Whether my brother or anyone's calling my name. I don't know.
The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed,
Lewis?
Portis, Kosar, Testaverde.
Lewis? Yeah, I brought back Ray Lewis. It's like something tells me to bring back the big name guys that are mentioned majority of the time.
Between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season.
I'd be curious on how the grade Herschel Walker's architect, because I'd probably say he's a balance of speed and power. But there'll definitely be some interesting ones to pick for Herschel on the new one, I would think. Now, I'm QB Spy. I can just sit tight. Yeah. Of course, I would speed up, and then everybody be there. Nah. Now, is QB
to the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that.
He unfortunately fell or something.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Off play action. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over.
Wow, I should have stayed up closer.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer.
While it is going to be 3rd and long, Lightfoot, he's one of the bright spots on D as well. I ain't got awful with Ray Lewis early on.
But that first down marker might be in the next county.
Oh, yeah.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
While I was trying to figure out which zone to be in,
He's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game.
I don't necessarily have to get credit for my coverage skills if the defense up front does their job.
This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
And I mean, not necessarily the backers, but the line up front on defense. While we are first on the board, we do have a safety blitz, and I'm accounting for the running back, whether it's a throw or run. Yeah. While I don't always have to get credit for my coverage skills when I can get points for other stuff. Yeah. While it's 3rd and 9, it's still 3rd and long though. 3rd and 9 is definitely 3rd and long. Now we're up 10 points, 10-0 actually. It looks like I may be a spy here, but let's back up and see.
The give from the gun. Crosses the 30
Why?
to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, pass rush success is okay.
The ACC wheel of destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up.
2nd and 4.
Give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team.
Yeah, I mean, I still got points, but I still got negative on that play.
You've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The wheel of destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important
Okay, you're a man.
into that championship game.
Just a solid start for this sophomore.
While we have a front that's working, while we have a defensive front, I do kind of wonder why they ain't crediting my coverage. Maybe that'll be fixed in the new game. I wasn't near that play, I was in coverage, but the fact is, yeah, the fact is it didn't show me with when I was credited for vulnerable recovery. But yeah, it's okay because Because anybody could have been on that ball, and I just so happened to get credit for it. Now we are up,
Virginia sending
we
its
are shutting
offense
out
back
Virginia,
onto the
but
field.
even
Running
though
out of
I
time here
haven't
in the
done
first
a
half,
whole
they
lot
do
at
have a
self
chance to make
covering,
this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down
yeah,
he goes.
let's just
There's a
continue.
timeout called as this
I
offense
know,
tries to find
now
a
I
way
think
to
I'm
draw a
QB
little
spot for
closer.
sure here.
He's
I
looking
can
for a man on
sit,
second down. And he dropped it, just
and
didn't put the
yeah.
thing all the way in. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting
Now
off
it's
the
only
field.
first
It's
half,
3rd and long.
but it's
Obviously,
because
when you're
it's
playing
third down,
weather
they're
like this, the ball is
definitely,
very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just
the
could not
weather
get
will
it.
be more of a factor in the new game than this one. It won't be quite so easy to make the plays on either side of the ball in weather games.
Here comes
And
the offense on first down.
while this is a,
They'll try the counter. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a
the thing
one-yard
is,
gain
I'm
to the 24.
yawning.
Didn't get much on
I
first
took
down
my
and
meal though,
second
so I'm
and 9.
good. But the fact is, the
Looking
indoor
for a
stadium,
physical attack from the gun. Not a
assisted
lot of room,
tackle.
but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Well, at least I'm on the
And
stat
this
sheet for
offense will
something.
now afford to come
I
up empty
pretty
on
much
this
got on the
drive,
stat sheet
already
for a lot of
trailing
stuff
by
that first
multiple
game.
possessions.
Even getting close to a
3rd
sack.
and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Oh,
It's complete on the
that,
right side.
wait, it was great.
Really nice job there by
Assisted
both guys
tackle.
to throw and the catch to work that defense and
So
get the
I
first down.
actually wasn't, I actually ain't, I ain't looking too bad. Hey, we're up 24-0.
Virginia has it back. The
This is
Cowbear
a team
offense
that's
headed to
had
the
a,
field.
this is a
That last
team
drive
that we
won't go
don't
on the
always
highlight reel
beat.
after ending an
The
opponent they'd like
fact
to be more
is,
productive this time, David.
And I think this offense
great
has to be a
zone
little more
coverage,
balanced. Find a
which
little balance
turned into
between the run,
man,
Jason,
if
and
you
working
ask
in that
me.
pass.
And I think too, Dave, it's just going
Yeah,
to take a
I
spark. It
believe
just
keying
takes
on the
one
back
play
is
to
the
get this
idea
thing
here.
picked up and going.
Yeah, you see where he's at.
On
Now
second
get
down,
to
wants
him.
to throw it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Apparently Virginia is not doing good this game.
Be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got it in the middle. It's Wallace.
Diving tackles will be more of a factor.
Really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Yeah, diving
offense is
tackles
struggling
will be more relevant in the new game. And best, this is stuff I wanna share with you if
Let's see
that's
what
you
this
watching
offense
on
has
Twitch,
dialed up this
darling.
time.
Because yes, Bordeaux is one that I've kind of relied on more recently. As much as I love Samuel Brown, aka RBT, yeah, this is a tackle. Let's do cover 2, man. I'm fine. Looks like I got the tight end. But yeah, Bess, listening to Bordeaux, that tight end's just so slippery and so quick. They did have to go for 2, I believe. Kind of relevant. Now I know for a fact I'm in man, and maybe I can turn around early on this guy.
Looking to move it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Vaughn.
Yeah.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah.
Defensively, this is
That's all that happened. So yeah. Road to Glory.
Now this team
Should I put more time in the new game?
Expecting to find ways to win games, and you expect that you will perform.
I don't want to just have to do.
That's really hard to stop.
I don't edit
It's a mindset,
videos,
Reese.
so
This
no.
team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big
But
situations
yeah,
arise and
yeah,
guys are
Bess,
looking at each
if
other
that's you
in the
watching,
huddle on the sideline,
I do like Bordeaux, but RBT, he's pretty good at explaining stuff too. His opinions are worth it to me though, with RBT even. He is, what, Alabama fan maybe? I'm pretty sure he roots for the Crimson Tide, being a Mobile. He ain't gonna cheer on the Mobile college. Yeah, he actually had 1 pick, but yeah, he's actually had a nice start to the season. 6 touchdowns, 1 pick. Yeah, Kramer's a pretty good player. And he's a junior. Yeah, this freshman guy is something else. Yeah, at least we... Now, Ray Lewis didn't do a whole lot except 3 assisted tackles. No fumble recovery. No. Nada. As if I... Wait, is that even him? I thought I had him as 52. Unless... I need to try to change that number if possible. Cause let me see if anyone else on D is perhaps took his number. I'm thinking Nada. But I just realized that I did have 3 tackles and I think he did wear 52 in NFL. The only other number I could think of he could have had with the Ravens would be 55, but it ain't 52, so certainly the number. Whether someone else got it when I entered the portal, can't be sure, but I'm still playing lights out with that number, so you couldn't finish the challenge, but you still played well. You'll get the next one. So coach ain't mad, no. But I am curious if 52 is still the number I can use. There's quite a bit of 50 here. Even that number if I want it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, so if... Oh, he was wearing 59 when that fumble was recovered. So, oh, no, I don't want to quit. What the heck was I thinking? Just advance to next week. So I actually was seen in the replay, you know, celebrating. I just didn't have the right number on. Because he did wear... But the fact is, I was mistaken because I didn't change this number back to 52. What do we got from the defensive tackle? Kramer, he's a stud. Junior. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah. Yeah, that's key. That's a key thing. And oh, we got some NIL possibly. Some of this... Man, I might be out of energy, but... Yeah, I'm taking the deal if it boosts my player. No. No, we don't have any energy for the week. I pretty much used it all where I felt it was needed. Taking the NIL deal for 3 up front and then 2 to watch film with teammate. And with 38 minutes, maybe I still practice. But play recognition should be good. Even though I'm a guesser, I ain't terrible by any means. Yeah, catch was prevented. But these guys are super fast. Oh yeah. Right now our guys are just hitting and hitting. I would say Virginia might not be that good in the ACC this year. Virginia has beaten us before, but that was just a good... Yeah, assisted tackle all day, baby. I will get a solo tackle from time to time too, though. Maybe that was my spot. I don't know. Fact is, I was supposed to be in short zone. I wasn't supposed to be that deep, I don't think. But... Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong. Like I was saying yesterday, guys have to be careful with women that are younger. Even if they are 18 and, you know, I got the hit there, good job. But you know, even if the woman's 18, you never can Yeah, that was a cover set. But no, you just have to be careful, especially when you're a guy and you're dirty, it's like me. And yeah, especially if a woman's in high school or just finished high school, or maybe 2 years removed from high school, like my first cousin. Of course, my first cousin, she ain't worried about me like some of these younger women could be possibly. But no, honestly, it's okay. Honestly. Oh shoot. I let that one get away. Now I'm in man here. Don't. Yeah. The fact is, whether my cousin's with anyone, I'm not so sure. I know she was once upon a time. She was dating an Auburn fan. Who knows if his football pride of being an Auburn fan got to her a little bit. Now, the thing is, why should I not let that bother me if he was an Auburn fan? Well, it's simple. My first cousin, who just graduated high school, will be attending Auburn. She is going to attend Auburn because she basically wants to be close to home. It's nothing to do with. I mean, the fact is, her ex boyfriend did her very wrong. Not my place to say what it was, but he still follows me on IG and even looks at my stories still. Ironically, the story from yesterday, my first cousin he dated also looked at it. So yeah, yeah, I don't know what to think of him anymore. But for those who watched on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless.